Hello, welcome to the Shumai bag tutorial. Let's take a look at this bag. It comes with a lining that will be sewn in once the bag is complete. The main body of the bag consists of 4 triangle pieces, 4 small squares and 1 big granny square at bottom. Then we will connect those pieces together. After that we will edging the top. Next, we will crochet the string and the strap. The strap will be fixed at both sides of the bag by the round buckles rings. Now, let's begin with this triangle piece. The triangle pieces has 4 rounds. The first row is crocheted in the magic ring. Let's demonstrate. Take out the cream white yarn. Hold one end of the yarn and wrap it around your fingers twice. Press the loop here and wrap the working yarn around the pinky and index fingers of your other hand. Then transfer the loops to the other hand. Hold bottom of the loops and take out the 3.5 mm crochet hook. Insert the hook into the ring and pull the yarn out, so the yarn will secure it in place. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop on the hook. This forms a small V-stitch, which is the first chain. Next we continue to crochet 2 chains. Yarn over and pull the yarn through the loop. This V-stitch is our second chain stitch. Then create 1 more chain. Next we will create 6 double crochets into the ring. Yarn over and insert the hook into the ring and pull out the yarn. Now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. Leaves 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over the hook and pull the yarn through the 2 loops on the hook. This complete our first double crochet. You'll see a V-shaped stitch forms here. This is the corresponding stitch of the double crochet we just made. Let's mark the big hole forms between the chains and the double crochet. Place the hook back and narrow the loop. We will use the same method to create the remaining 5 double crochets. Let's demonstrate once more. Yarn over the hook and insert into the ring. Pull the yarn out of the ring. You will get 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over the hook again and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over once more and hook through the rest of the loops on the hook. This is the second double crochet, and it also has a V-stitch forms here. Let's continue finishing the remaining 4 double crochets. After then, stretch out the loop. Let's count the stitches to double confirm. We can count how many vertical columns it has. 6 double crochets and 1 chains. Now, let's close the magic ring. First locate the yarn tail and gently pull it. Pull the moving thread to the opposite direction until the ring completely closed. Then we pull the yarn tail again to close the magic ring. This completes our first round. Now, let's begin the second round, which has the same color yarn. For the second round, we will need to flip the piece over and crochet from the wrong side of the first round. It will be much clearer when you see on the right locations where to crochet. The insert places will be the big hole between those vertical columns. Please note it will not go under the V-stitch. Hide the yarn tail into the stitches by using the yarn needle. Cut off the yarn tail. Place the hook back and narrow the loop. To begin the second round, make 3 chains. Next we will make a double crochet into the big hole between the first 2 vertical columns. Yarn over and insert the hook into the big hole. Yarn over and pull it out. Yarn over again and pull it through 2 loops on the hook. Then repeat once more to finish the double crochet. Next we will continue to crochet 2 double crochets into each big hole. This is the starting chains as a substitute of the double crochet. 2 double crochets in the next big hole which locate between these 2 columns. This is the first double crochet. Then create the second one in the same hole. We can see that there are 2 double crochets in one hole. We use the same method to crochet the remaining 4 big holes. Remove the marker and continue to crochet in the last big hole. For the last double crochet, we can move the first one a little bit to save more rooms for the second double crochet. Now, we have complete the second round. As we need to change color for the third round, we make a chain stitch here to secure the yarn in place. Then pull the yarn to smaller the chain stitch. Leave about 2 inches yarn tail and cut off the yarn. We can see a half round shape forms when finished the second round. In the third round, the triangle shape will be formed in the third round. There are 3 double crochets into each big hole. Note that the stitches on both sides are spaced with 1 double crochet between them, while the middle is spaced with 2 double crochets. In the vertex, we will crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain, followed with 3 double crochets. Take out the light blue yarn and make a slip knot. Take out the piece. We will start with this big hole beside the chains. Insert the hook into the hole and place the blue loop on the hook. Hold the blue yarn with your hand. Pull the loop through, then create 3 chains. After that, create 2 double crochets into the same hole. Place the blue yarn tail behind the piece. Make sure the hook always insert under this yarn tail. This will conceal the yarn tail while crocheting. Next, we will crochet 3 double crochets between the second and third columns. Continue to conceal the yarn tail. We can cut off the yarn tail. Let's continue to crochet. The next insert point will skip 2 vertical columns. Use the same way to crochet 3 double crochets. Now we have reached the vertex. We will crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. 1 chain here. Continue with 3 double crochets in the same hole. Next, skip 2 vertical columns and crochet 3 double crochets. Then, skip 2 vertical columns and crochet 3 double crochets. And 3 double crochets in this hole. For the last 2 sets of 3 double crochets, we are going to hide the yarn tail while crocheting. The last 3 double crochets. The third round is finished. Make a chain and pull it tightly. Leave 2 inches yarn tail and cut off the yarn. As we can see, the shape of triangle has been formed. Cut off the concealed yarn tails. Now, let's crochet the 4th round. For the 4th round, the crochet method remains the same. We can see that in the first big hole, we crochet 3 chains and 2 double crochets. Then we skip 2 columns and crochet 3 double crochets as well. Here we skip 3 columns to crochet. At vertex, the pattern is the same. Then, mirror the other side. Take out the yarn and make a slip knot. We will crochet start in this space between the first and second columns. Place the loop on the hook. Pull the loop out. 3 chains. Next, make 2 more double crochet in the same hole. Then, we will skip 2 columns to crochet 3 double crochets. Remember to hide the yarn tail while crocheting. Cut off the yarn tail. Next, skip 3 columns and crochet 3 double crochets. The same here, skip 3 columns and crochet 3 double crochets. Now we have reached the vertex. Crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets here. For the other side, we will mirror the steps. The last set of 3 double crochets, it will be crocheted in these 2 spaces. Hide the yarn tail. Press it to the back of the piece. Make a chain to finish the last round. Leave a 2 inches tail and cut off the yarn. Cut off the yarn tails. Use the same method to crochet 4 pieces in total. Next we will crochet the small granny square. In the first round, there are 1 3 chains and 11 double crochets. And in the second round, we make 2 double crochets in each big hole. For the third round, crochet in each big hole by skipping 2 vertical columns. Here, we use the 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets to form the corner of the square. The fourth round is the same as the third. Let's demonstrate. Take out the cream yarn and start with a magic ring. Wrap it around your fingers twice. Hold the yarn with the other hand, and transfer the rings. Hold the rings at bottom and insert the hook into the ring. Pull the yarn out to secure the yarn on the ring. Then yarn over and pull it through the loop on the hook. This is our first chain stitch. Next, crochet 2 more chains. Now, let's start to crochet 11 double crochets in the magic ring. Yarn over, insert the hook into the ring and pull out the yarn. You will see 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over again and pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on the hook. Repeat the step once more. The corresponding V-shaped stitch has been formed. Mark at the big hole. Use the same method to crochet the remaining 10 double crochets. Now we've done the 11 double crochets, let's double count. Then, close the magic ring. Locate the short yarn tail, and gently pull it. Find the moving thread and pull the thread in opposite directions until the ring completely closed. Finally, pull the yarn tail again to tighten the ring. Let's finish the first row by make a slip stitch in the big hole where we marked. Insert the hook into the big hole where marked. Remove the marker. Place yarn tail over the working yarn, so the tail will be secured in place and easy to be hidden in the following crocheting. Then pull the yarn through the hole and the loop on the hook. Tighten the loop. Leave 2 inches tail and cut off the yarn. The first round is complete. Next, let's crochet the second round. There are 2 double crochets in each big hole between the columns. Take out the yarn and make a slip knot. The starting point is the big hole we just made the slip stitch. Insert the hook into the hole and place the loop on the hook. Then pull the loop through and make 3 chains. Next we will make a double crochet in the same hole. Place all the 3 yarn tails over the hook, so it will be concealed while crocheting. We will skip one column and create 2 double crochets in next hole. Place the yarn tails over the hook and continue crocheting. The second double crochet in the same hole. Stretch out the yarn and cut off the yarn tails. Use the same way to complete the remaining 10 sets of 2 double crochets. Now, we have reached the last set of 2 double crochets. The 2 columns are a little bit close. Don't overlook it. At last, make a slip stitch in the big hole beside the 3 chains. Leave a 2 inches yarn tail and cut off the yarn. The second round is finished. Next, we are going to crochet the third round. For the third round, we crochet in the big hole between every 2 vertical columns. To form the corner, we will crochet 3 double crochets, a chain and 3 double crochets. Take out the yarn and make a slip knot. Let's look at the insert space. It is located in the big hole after skipping 2 columns from where the slip stitch made. Insert the hook into the hole and place the loop on the hook. Then pull the loop out. After that, we crochet 3 chains. Make 2 double crochets in the same hole. Hide the yarn tails. Place them over the hook. Continue make the double crochets. We will form the corner of the granny square in this place. So make a chain and followed by 3 double crochets into the same hole. We can notice that the shape of the corner comes out. Continue to crochet 3 double crochets in the big hole, skipping 2 columns. We can cut off the yarn tails. Next, skipping 2 columns and crochet 3 double crochets in the hole. After 2 sets of 3 double crochets, we have reached the second corner of the square. We will make 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets as before. The second corner has been formed. Then, we continue to make 3 double crochets by skipping 2 columns. Crochet another 3 double crochets in this space. We will notice that every 2 sets of 3 double crochets followed by a corner. 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. Let's repeat the pattern, 2 sets of 3 double crochets, 1 corner once more in every 2 columns. Now, we have finished the last corner. Next, crochet the last 2 sets of 3 double crochets in the space between every 2 columns. Finally, make a slip stitch beside the 3 chains. Tighten the loop and cut off the yarn. The third round is complete. Next, we are going to crochet the 4th round. The method will be the same as the 3rd round. Take out the yarn and make a slip knot. Let's look at the piece and find the first insert place. It is located under the chain stitch of the first corner. Place the loop on the hook. Pull the loop out and followed by 3 chains. Then, we will crochet 2 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets in the same space. Place the tail over the hook to conceal it while crocheting. The first corner of the 4th round has been formed. Cut off the yarn tails. Continue to crochet 3 double crochets by skipping 3 columns. Next, crochet 2 sets of 3 double crochets in the gap of every 3 columns. In the next chain stitch, we will crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. Crochet 3 sets of 3 double crochets in the gap of every 3 columns. Follow the same pattern to crochet this side. the last corner crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. On the last side, crochet 3 sets of 3 double crochets in every 3 columns. At last, make a slip stitch beside the 3 chains. Tighten the loop and cut off the yarn. The finished piece may be a bit uneven. You can press it under something heavy to smooth it out. Use the same method to crochet 3 more pieces. Next, let's crochet the large granny square, following the same method as we used for the small one. Take out the yarn and make a magic ring. Wrap it around the fingers twice, then hold the working yarn with the other hand. Transfer the loops to the other hand. Insert the hook into the ring and pull out a loop. Next, crochet 3 chains. Here is the first chain, followed by 2 more chains. Then, make 11 double crochets into the magic ring. Yarn over and insert hook into the ring and pull the yarn out. Yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again and pull through 2 loops on the hook. This is the first double crochet. Mark the gap between the chains and the first double crochet. We will use the same method to finish the remaining 10 double crochets. After finish the 11 double crochets, let's count to double confirm and close the magic ring. Move the stitches together. Locate the short yarn tail and gently pull it. Find the moving thread and pull it to the opposite direction until the ring closed. Pull the yarn tail again to completely close the magic ring. Put the hook back and make a slip stitch in the gap beside the starting 3 chains. Remove the marker. Insert the hook into the gap and place the yarn tail over the working yarn. Pull out the yarn through both the gap and the loop on the hook. Stretch out the loop and make the V-stitch of the slip stitch as small as we can. As the second round is the same color, there is no need to cut the yarn. Continue to crochet 3 chains. Crochet a double crochet in the big hole where we just made the slip stitch. Place the tail over the hook. Next, make 2 double crochets in the next large hole. Remember to place the tail over the hook. Now we use the same method to crochet 2 double crochets in each hole. Cut off the yarn tail. Continue crocheting the remaining double crochets. Now, we have reached the last set of 2 double crochets. The last gap is a little big small. Don't overlook it. Make sure that we have made 11 sets of 2 double crochets and 1 set of double crochet and 3 chains. Make a slip stitch beside the 3 chains. Tighten the loop to shrink the V-stitch as much as possible. Leave 2 inches tail and cut off the yarn. We have completed the second round. Let's start with the third round. Take out the yarn, leave 2 inches tail and make a slip knot. Locate the insert position which is in the big hole beside the first double crochet from second round. Insert the hook and place the loop on the hook. Pull the loop out and create 3 chains. Next, we will make 2 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets in this hole. Place yarn tails over the hook. 1 chain. Continue with 3 double crochets in the same hole. Now you can see a corner of the square forms here. Cut off the tails. Next, we will crochet 3 double crochets in the hole by skipping 2 columns. Then, we will crochet 3 double crochets in the next hole by skipping 2 columns. We have reached the next corner. Crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets in the hole after skipping 2 columns. One chain, followed by 3 double crochets. One corner has been formed. In the next 2 large spaces, which are 2 columns apart, crochet 3 double crochets in each. In next large space of 2 columns, we crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain, and 3 double crochets. Now, we have complete 3 corners. The rule for the third round is that in each corner, we crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets, and 2 sets of 3 double crochets on each side. We crochet in the large space every 2 columns. By following this rule, let's finish the remaining stitches. Here is the last corner. Next, crochet 2 sets of 3 double crochets. After that, make a slip stitch beside the 3 chains. Leave 2 inches tail and cut off the yarn. The third round is finished. Now, let's demonstrate the fourth round. The crochet method of the fourth round is the same with the third round. Take out the yarn and make a slip knot by leaving 2 inches tail. The insert position will be the space under the chain of the corner beside the slip stitch. Insert this position and place the loop on the hook. Pull out the loop and crochet 3 chains. Then make 2 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets in the same place. Place the tails over the hook. Two double crochets and 1 chain. Then 3 double crochets in the same hole. Here comes the first corner of the fourth round. Cut off the tails. Next, we will crochet 3 sets of 3 double crochets in the spaces between every 3 columns. First set of 3 double crochets. Keep crocheting the remaining 2 sets of 3 double crochets. In the next corner, we use the same method as before. Under the chain of the corner crochet 3 double crochets, 1 chain and 3 double crochets. Use the same method to complete the remaining stitches. Here we reached the last set of 3 double crochets. The insert position will be a little bit small. We need to be careful. Make a slip stitch beside the chains. Tighten the stitch and cut off the yarn. The 4th round is complete. The remaining rounds use the same method. We will skip the demonstration. Please refer to the instructions for the colors and number of stitches. Here is the finished big granny square. It may not be flat at first, but you can place it under a heavy object for 2 to 3 days to help it flatten.